that just came out. Take a look at that, and then move on to some other stuff. Maybe we'll take a look at some other things. But right now, let's get into Tom Macdonald. Don't look down. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is a political song. I don't know if this is a regular everyday video. I don't know what this is gonna be, but I am 110% on board. Everything Tom does seems to turn to gold, and that's a good thing because we need more musicians and people like him who aren't afraid to just be real and tell their story and tell people how they actually feel instead of just taking money and spouting some rhetoric. So let's get it. Oh, okay. Turn on. There we go.
I can't hide my frown, my smile is hiding from my mouth. I can't lie, my mind keeps finding time to fight myself. I died so deep inside, feel like I died and I'm in hell. Or I'm so high, my eyes can't see the ground beneath the clouds. Don't look down. Don't look down. I tried to keep it quiet, silence on my cries for help. As long as I am rising till I'm upside down, I won't look down. This a meteoric rise, keep ignoring all the horror stories like so-and-so got way too famous and ended up killing himself with some pills and a knife.
Wow.
Hey, I am not the one who's gonna self-destruct, got it out the mud. I can way too far to fail or screw it up. I ain't dropping balls, I just blew them up, hey.
Alright, hold up. He said I came way too far to fail or screw it up. Think about that for a second. More people need to have that mindset in this world. I love it. People get a little bit of success and seem to go crazy. And I'm not even talking about politics at this point. I'm just talking about people in general. There's a lot of these people, and we're just like, oh, it's the celebrity. No. If you was raised right, if you had a decent understanding of what was going on in the world and how certain things you do or say affect you and affect other people, and have your actions, whether they're good or bad, have consequences, negative or positive. So if you think everything's gonna be gravy forever because I made it, you start doing drugs, alcohol, this, getting yourself in trouble and stuff like that, you're gonna end up having to have that Robert Downey Jr. moment where you need to rebuild yourself. And there's a lot of people that aren't equipped for that. And the reason they're not equipped for that is not because they're weak people or anything. Nobody taught them. Nobody taught them how to be strong mentally, how to be strong physically, how to be strong spiritually. And so these people just, whatever. You need to, whatever your dreams, goals, whatever. If you want it, you need to work for it. I don't care what they tell you. LeBron James didn't become the best basketball player in the world by sitting on a couch, eating pizza, and watching Loki. He didn't. He put in the work, just like every other athlete that's ever made it put in the work, just like any other businessman who's gotten rich put in the work. It's nothing good is ever handed to you. The only thing that's ever handed to you is the bad stuff. You need to realize that. I got a text message. Let's get back into this.
I will never let my mental illness be the cause of my downfall.
Boom.
I will never lie to none of my fans. If I did, it would sound wrong.
Boom.
I will never try convincing you dummies this isn't a town hall. Never look down, never look down. Just look around, y'all. Hey, all of my demons
never look down, just look around.
All I can do is keep being myself, and that's what I've been doing for 32 years.
And that lends itself to politics. Notice how everybody who wants people censored, everybody who wants people who has these grandiose ideas and gets mad when you disagree with them. You ever notice how they think they're better than you? They're looking down. But if they just looked straight ahead and turned and looked around, maybe they would see what's really going on. And that nobody in government has ever had your best interest in mind. It's always been about them.
All of my haters came out, chasing my name for some clout. What are they angry about? They're climbing as high as their ladders can take them and screaming my name, but I don't look down.
Oh my God, and I don't know if this was the intention of this bar. I'm not in Tom Macdonald's head, but I took that as he talked about his haters and how he don't take what they have to say into account, right? And then he says, "I never look down." Just he's not saying I'm better than you, but he's saying I have the moral high ground. You guys are the ones spitting the venom. I'm just speaking the truth. I've never disrespected any one of you. So for you to be disrespecting me, morally anyways, you're beneath me. And I don't care. I'm not looking down at you. Whatever.
Hi guys, remember me? I'm the white guy. Everybody wanted to cancel. Nice try. Too sick, I might die right. 2 fists full of middle fingers. I got no time for high fives. Too rich for a drive-by. Pay the pilot on my private jet to keep it low and do a flyby. Take 9 nights on a bike ride. Why 9? Cause I heard that a has 9 lives. I'm the one that y'all hated. I'm the one who won the game, got paid and famous. I'm the one who laughed in all their faces and became the greatest since old Slim Shady. I'm the one who don't care. I'm the one who goes where no one goes cause they're scared. I'm the one who don't choke when the boat don't float. My throat gets no air. I can barely breathe.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There's too much in that. We should go backwards a little bit. We should definitely go backwards. I need to listen to that whole thing again. There was too much in there. Holy shit, that was fire, that part.
Remember me? I'm the white guy. Everybody wanted to cancel. Nice try. Too sick, I might die right. 2 fists full of middle fingers. I got no time for high fives. Too rich for a drive-by. Pay the pilot on my private jet to keep it low and do a flyby. Take 9 knives on a bike ride. Why 9? Cause I heard that a has 9 lives. I'm the one that y'all hated.
Hold up. Take 9 knives on a bike ride. Why 9? Because I always heard that a pussy got 9 lives. Oh, the wordplay. That was beautiful.
The game got paid and famous. I'm the one who laughed in all their faces and became the greatest since old Slim Shady. I'm the one who don't.
Dear Slim, this is more homage. Became the greatest since old Slim Shady. He's not even saying he's better than him. He's not saying he's on his level. He's just saying since Slim Shady, there's not been somebody to reach my height.
Care. I'm the one who goes where no one goes because they're scared. I'm the one who don't choke when the boat don't float. My throat gets no air. I can barely breathe all the air I need. Oxygen is very thin at the top. I can rarely sleep. I'm underneath, shining too bright.
All right, now talk your shit, Tom. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Turning up and I ain't turning down. Maybe I should chill, but I ain't learning how. Hey, I'm not afraid of success. I'm afraid of what happens if I take a rest. I'm afraid that I'll end up where I was before in the hood with no money or food for the rent. I'm scared if I look at the water, I'll drown. So I look at the sky and deny there's a ground. I'm not scared of the altitude up in the clouds. I'm scared of the fall, so I don't look down.
Oh, I like that. Because guess what? When you start to reach heights, you need to be scared of falling so you don't actually trip. I like that. I'm scared of the fall so I don't look down. Oh.
You. Every single one of you. I can't even see you because I don't look down.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Tom. Talk yo shit.
I can't hide my tears, I dry my eyes and more come out. I can't lie, my fear is suicide, not bank accounts.
Ooh.
Keep my chin up, but my head weighs like 1,000,000 pounds. Feels like my neck might break, I hear it crack, ignore the sound. Don't look down.
Now this is long as shit too, comparatively. This is a long song. We're already 3 minutes.
Keep it quiet, silence on my cries for help. As long as I am rising till I'm upside down, I won't look down. This is a legendary climb, stand on the edge of the legend, it's very high. Think of the men who are dead cause it got to their head, it ain't cemetery time. I ain't the one who won't throw it away cause I'm feeling too lonely up here. I ain't the guy who gon' break from the pressure, it's snowy, my pipes are not frozen up here. I don't wanna hear about these YouTube rappers, I am not in that bracket, punk. Billboard plaques all stacked in my mansion, 1,000,000 cash for my taxes, punk. Call me trash while I produce anthems. Y'all attacking with plastic guns. I'm the biggest independent rapper in the world. You just live on my planet, punk. Got an acid tongue and massive lungs. Every single track I've done is packed the punk.
He's not lying, though. He's reached that level of success. He's got billboard plaques. He's fucking independent. Does everything in his fucking home. And y'all mad at him. Y'all mad at him for what? Having an opinion? Y'all mad at him for not being on a record label and sucking dick like all these little mumble rappers that you fucking want? Listen, I got no problem with mumble rap when it comes to what it's for. And what it's for is for fucking in the club. Dancing, getting your fucking... getting drunk, dancing, whatever, right? That's what it's for. But I'm not trying to fucking listen to when I'm sitting here and want to vibe. I'm not trying to listen to something that means nothing. All you people that bump that shit every day, all day, yeah. And then you wonder why you're dumb? You wonder why you people look down on you? And I'm not saying you're all dumb, but I'm saying you wonder why you ain't got the knowledge. You wonder why. It's because all that you do is listen to bullshit. Whether it's mumble rap, whether it's this bullshit on TV, y'all never learned how to fucking goddamn find this stuff. And now you're mad at somebody who actually pays attention, looks, researches, does all this stuff, and has an actual opinion. Y'all are the fools.
Used to be an addict, yup. I crashed a truck in Canada, going too fast, blackout drunk. I was nice at the start, but the mood all changed. The reactors who trash me for views are lame. Don't ask me to help you, remove no claims. If I see you punks, you go lose your chains. I am the one who they all called a liar. When I told them that I'd help my mom retire, they thought that I'd buy a new crib and a chain and a ring and a whip and some rims for the tires. Guess what? Mom don't work. Spent $100 grand in an LV purse. Made an album with Nova and Brandon. They own half the masters. I told them the fam comes first. Still the pills that the doctor gave me to combat the depression and the panic attacks. I'm the type of person who won't even take a Tylenol, even when I got a dozen knives in my bag. They're calling me whack, but I don't react. I don't have time to write raps, replying to trash. All me, the whole team, yeah, they trying to cap. I'm concrete,
I'm the same way. I don't like taking medicine.
I'm the one. I ain't bought liquor for months, and you're lucky I'm sober. I'm nuts when I'm drunk, mix the whiskey with soda. The man I become would invite you all over. Put drugs in your punch when you pass out all
this is so fire. Talk your shit, Tom. He's pissed at these people.
Rappers who hate act like family now. They try to jack my style like some hand-me-downs. They want the I want a Grammy now. And the closest they'll come is they Grammy's house. I don't even drink, but I'm planning how I can make a brewery in a massive house to give free booze out to these rapping clowns, and they can die using that to wash Zannies down. I'm the most excited. I've been great for so long. I'm bored of flexing. I became a machine made of iron. Check inside, peel the skin off, and let the metal shine. I've been the greatest for so long. It feels normal for me to be special. So much clout I can buy back the souls of these rappers that sold them for cash.
You know what? I feel that. I've been the greatest for so fucking long, it feels normal for me to feel special. I can identify with that. Not because I'm the greatest at anything or whatever, but ask any veteran that isn't an arrogant, full of himself piece of shit. And they'll tell you that at some point, once you've seen enough shit, it becomes normal. And that, like, for me, when somebody says thank you for your service, I don't know how to respond because I understand where they're coming from. But at the same time, it was my job. I did what I did. I chose to do it. Nobody pushed me into it. I chose it. So, like, I don't want your thanks. I really don't. What I want is for you to appreciate what you have in this country because that's what I wanted to defend. I'm talking about your rights. I'm talking about your freedoms. I'm talking about all that stuff. Appreciate it because in a drop of a hat, when you're not paying attention, they can be taken away from you without you even realizing it. And it's happening now, and people are actually supporting it. It's scary. There's no freer place in the world than America in this day and age. Yes, have we made mistakes and had our problems? Yes, but we have done everything in our power to correct those things as Americans. And now you'd have that all taken away. Why? Because you don't want to go to work because you're lazy, because you don't want to put in the time. Yeah, usually I sit here all day and freaking do this. This is work. It's not work like the Marine Corps was work. It's not work with my boy working in a warehouse is work, but it's still work. I still put in time and effort to try to create something that will entertain people. And guess what? Y'all wanna hate on people like that. And then say that you deserve something because you exist. as you know, a few of my favorite professional wrestlers would say, I got 2 words for you. Bow.
Why is everybody always talking, criticizing how I'm doing it my way? If I'm so trash, why don't y'all release your videos on a Friday? Because that's my day. Comparing our numbers, you cook like some fried eggs.
Why don't you release your videos on a Friday? Because that's my day. What he's saying is, you don't release your videos on Friday because you don't want to compete with Tom on your first day because you won't get the views that Tom gets. You need to release your videos on a Monday and build up them views. So when Tom gets the same amount of views as you in 4 hours, you'd be like, well, he hasn't beat me yet.
If you say my name, angry I'm famous and not a great rapper, and you've been working stupid hard. I don't have to rap fast to impress all my fans. I am a superstar. I'm built for this, I kill for this. Never get back all the blood that I spilled for this. I'm at the top, I don't even seem high enough. I need a couple more hills and some stilts for this. Hey, nobody around the top of the mountain. I scream and I shout. Nobody up here but me is allowed. The VIP section is deep in the clouds. Go ahead and call me a clown, cause I cannot hear it. Your sky is my ground. To look me in the eye, you'd have to reach the summit. I won't see you coming, I don't look down. If I stepped on glass and my feet on fire, my toes turn black and my shoes melt off and my bones touch ground, I will not look back, I cannot look down. I don't care about how hard it gets, I gotta be the fire in the dark, I guess. I got a beating heart inside an iron chest. If they're sleeping on me, I ain't trying to rest. Hope they die in their sleep while I climb to the peak and their eyes never see all the heights that I reach. I deserve it cause I took the stairs to the moon. I might die from exhaustion, but I like the view. I'm higher than planets, the average person would die.
Notice, now people, somebody's probably gonna go, oh, he said he deserves it. Well, yeah. When you put in work like he puts in work, then you deserve it. People who sit on the couch and expect somebody to deliver them their check every week don't deserve it. They didn't work for that shit. And they're taking money out of the pies because guess what? Every piece of welfare, EBT, food stamps, whatever you want to fucking call it, whatever you have, right, that you're collecting, every piece of that comes from tax money. And tax money comes out the pockets of the citizens. So if you sit there and you think you deserve the government to pay for your shit, what you're really saying is you deserve to fucking mooch off the rest of America. Period. So you can go suck it.
Temperature, bodies are burning, the oxygen needed for life is inadequate. I hold my breath until I'm turning purple. All my life, all you did was doubt, and now my success gonna kill you now. Wish I could see him put you in the ground, but as bad as I want to, I'll never look down.
Yeah, he is fucking on one right here. I don't even know what to say.
Get it still. I am the one.
A little arrogant in this, I will say that, but the song is still fire.
You don't have to tell the whole world that when you look at me, you have to look up to me.
I like that.
And I don't look down.
Basically what he is saying is everybody that hates on him, everybody that used to hate on him now singing him praises. Listen, I haven't been a Tom Macdonald fan for that long. I always dismissed it. Not because his message or whatever. I'm so tired of new music. And everybody that seemed popular, whether they were independent or not, that I had never heard of before, ended up being trash. So I just never got into it. And then one day, one fateful day, I came across and actually heard People So Stupid, which is my favorite Tom Macdonald song. Not just because it was the first one I heard, but also because it was the first time I really heard an artist go in on what's going on in the world at this point in time. I remember, Vietnam, all those songs we associate with Vietnam, they're anti-war songs, right? Fortunate Son, all that stuff. It's all anti-war songs. What happened to artists like that? Well, Tom's an artist like that. And everybody hates on him. Everybody hates on him. He's not even an activist. He's just telling you how he sees the world and you want to come back at him with vitriol and hate. You want to be vindictive and vengeful, or you want to hate on him until you realize, I can't beat him, so I'm going to copy him. Right? That's basically what happens. And then you get these reactors. Mostly it's these, leftist reacts. I've seen that. And they're all crying about his song like it actually hurt their feelings. Grow up. Grow some thicker skin. Dude, Dude, if you can't handle somebody saying mean things or tweeting mean things, then why the fuck are you on the internet? Because that's all the internet is trolls. 95% of the internet, that the people you fight with are probably just trolling you. Because it's funny to get a reaction out of you. And all their friends are going to laugh at you. And then they're going to share it. And they're going to get big off of you laughing at them. Or they're going to get big off of them laughing at your freak out over nothing. That's how that works. Part of Tom's success, and I'm not going to say all of it because he puts in hard work. He does everything himself. Him, Nova, his friend Brandon is part of that. I know they have a producer type friend. I don't know if he's a big producer in the industry. I don't remember his name, but I know they have a producer type friend that works with them. And it's just those guys, and they do so much. They put out stuff like this. This video is amazing. The set design. The fact Tom's performance in this video is amazing because he's really putting it out there, and he's telling you, like, I believe everything because I understand how when you're angry, how it feels. He's literally telling you how he feels about these people, putting into how he wants to fucking tell you. And guess what? He's also saying you mean nothing to me. I don't give a fuck about the hate. Look at how successful I am. You can hate on me all day. I don't care. I don't look at you. I don't see you. You're beneath me. You're below me. And not because he's better than you inherently, but because of the actions you choose, the contents of your character, as shown by how you handle yourself when it comes to this stuff. It's horrible. It's horrible. It makes you a bad person, and you don't even see it. You think you're doing right. No, you're not. You're being hateful. You're promoting hate. And guess what? I bet Tom will tell you he doesn't hate you for it. He just doesn't care about you. You don't look down. I'm the same way. I try my hardest not to hate. Now, there are some people I loathe to this day. I'm not going to get into who they are or why, but just know it had to have been something super serious. But there are people I don't, you know what I mean? But they are few and far between. At this point in my life, I don't have to hate you, but I don't have to fuck with you neither. It's the way I see it. Right? And that's the way everybody should see it. I like Tom Macdonald. I think Tom Macdonald is a very good, moral human being. And I think, and you know, you can say what you want about the style of the song or how he's coming at these people. He hasn't said one thing personally derogatory about any of them. He literally is just calling them out on what he sees as their bullshit. And people are going to get mad. And they're going to say stupid shit. It's going to happen. And so guess what? I don't care about the fact that he delivered this as I'm better than you, because in my mind, he is better than you. How many people of you are sitting there on YouTube like, why can't I get a following, and aren't putting in any work other than sitting in front of the camera? I have gone through so many iterations of this fucking channel and trying to do different shit. And I scrap all of it because I don't think it's good enough. It's fine. It happens. You can say I'm hopping on Tom Macdonald bandwagon at this point. I'm not going to go back and just react to all his songs because I've listened to his entire library and now up to Don't Look Down to this point. But Tom Macdonald is one of my top 5 right now. And will probably stay there for a very long time. I love all his music. He's good, and he tells stories, and he does good things. People hated on him for Church. Yo, Church was meant as a song because he made that song, and it juxtaposes where he's at now. This is where he came from, and now look where he got. That's what that song's about. Look where he's become. Just because you are something yesterday doesn't mean you have to be that today. It's a beautiful message. And people hated on him for that song. Like, are you kidding me? He has every right to be this angry.
I'm talking. I am a superstar!
It does seem a little crazy. I think Tom Macdonald's got that kind of two sides thing going on, where there is the side where he talks about issues and talks about like try to help people, and then there's this side. There's the, you notice, oh, we're gonna stop it right there. We're not even gonna go into no response just because. But let me tell you, I am 110% on board with that song. I do, you know, I see it as there could be some things that that people might take issue with. Not gonna lie, when it comes to that. But at the same time, there are things that people might agree with. I mean, look at what he's done. He's got Billboard charts. How many YouTube rappers can say that and then hate on him? And everybody likes to say that, oh, he's just using the political stuff for clout. Really? Because why is it that for clout he you know, I'm surprised at this point that Tom Macdonald hasn't been kicked off YouTube. Not that I want him to be. No, YouTube doesn't need to kick him off. But just for the beliefs he espouses in his music. They have banned people for less. They make money off them. And that means that he can stay. You know? If I stepped out of line politically for some reason, and somebody saw and reported me, I got 25 followers. 25 subscribers. They wouldn't care. I don't make them no money. Bye. Bye, Felicia. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. I really think that Tom is very correct in a lot of stuff he says, but that's not the only reason I like him. I like people who are real, authentic. I mean, the way he presented that song, it felt authentic to me. It felt like this is how he really feels. Same thing with Church. Same thing with No Good Bastards. I think Tom has a lot of things, and he talks about what goes on in his head and his emotions, and he uses that. But he also applies logic to what's going on, and he makes logical progression and leaps due to fact and information. And people are mad at him about it. It's crazy. But anyways, so that's my Tom Macdonald reaction. I might react to him again depending on what's going on. I just felt like I hadn't done a reaction in a while, and I'm a fan, so let's get in on some Tom Macdonald. People can say I'm using it because people seem to shoot up when they react to Tom Macdonald in clout-wise and follower and subscriber-wise or whatever. And I will tell you this, I don't care about that. Yeah, I only got 25 subscribers. It'd be nice to build a community, but at the end of the day, I'm doing this because I want to, not because I want to be famous. Fame, fortune, all I want to do is be comfortable and take care of my family. That's it. I don't really have any like white collar skills, and I can't do blue collar jobs. So this is what I am trying to do. If you wonder why I can't do blue collar jobs, I have a scar from surgery on my shoulder. I don't have full use of my arm, and I can't lift more than 45 pounds above like chest level without hurting myself. So, you know what I mean? My left shoulder is just done. It's shot. My knees are shot. I'm rated 80% disabled by the VA, so it has to do with my service and everything. So, yeah. So, I'm trying to do something to bring in more money. I want to be able to take care of my kids. I want to be able to provide, you know, more than just a roof and food and clothing. I want to be able to provide fun and a good experience for my children as they grow up. And so I got to work hard to do that. So, and I have no problem being on camera, being in front of people, talking to people, whatever. So let's try this. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. I don't want to be super uber famous influencer that freaking goddamn is protected by anybody. Too, I'm going to state my opinions regardless. And my opinions can be conservative in nature, but I'm not no Republican. I'm not a Democrat either. I'm an American. I don't believe in the party system. I believe the party system has ruined politics because of how it's used as a shield for politicians and how it's used to make money. I also think that money in politics is bad, but you're not gonna be able to do anything about that. What you have to do is the way to stop influence of politics, right, is make it super expensive. First of all, we should outlaw lobbying. That should be a regulation. We should outlaw lobbyists. If a CEO has an interest in a certain law passed, he should go before Congress and fucking state his case himself. And if he can't do that, then fuck him. That's what I say. Outlaw lobbying. Lobbying has screwed up our entire political system because it's not meant to be for people to push money or ideas at people. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. That's not what it's meant for. So we definitely got to get rid of that. I think also we do need term limits, and I think that we need term limits as in there's no rerunning. So instead of electing a president for 4 years, having another election, and him possibly being elected for another 4 years, we just give him an 8-year term. Nothing ever gets done in the first 4 years other than political positioning to try to campaign for re-election. It even happened. I mean, Trump got stuff done in these 4 years, but a lot of how he campaigned for re-election was by trying to deliver on his promises. This is what it is. Damn, these fucking lime Fritos are fucking ugh. It's a hint of lime. It's like they made them out of limes. Anyway, well, that's that. Then we've got other stuff going on, right? So, like I said, the president should run for 8 years, have that full 8-year term, and then he's done, right? One term, full 8 years, you're done. Both the House of Representatives and the Senate, because they have specific age requirements, you have to be a certain age, and then you have to be even older to be in the Senate. Because they have certain age requirements, I say give these people one run, 6 years, you're done. You do House of Representatives 6 years. When you become of age, you can run for Senate if you want. You can run for Senate if you want. And then after that, if you want to run for president, you can. But you can only have one term in each place. And after that, you're done. You're fucking done. There is no political career. Those are the things we should be doing. Not worrying about if we're letting the migrants in properly or not. We should have a wall on our border or whatever the hell was built, the slat fencing. The reason that people try to use that as we didn't really build a wall. Oh my God, shut up. Trump was talking about building the wall. As soon as he got in office, he went down and he talked to the Border Patrol and he got the lay of the land. They made him realize that yes, we need some sort of barrier, but we need to be able to see on the other side, right? So they came up with the slat fencing that you can't get through but can't climb, so that the Border Patrol officers on our side of the wall can see through and see if people are trying to tunnel or find a way to skirt those things. It's still the wall. It's still what he promised. But it actually serves the purpose in the right way and makes it easier for Border Patrol to do their job instead of harder. Well, think. So, give him 8 years. All Senate in 6 years, succeeding each other. It's not. Oh, you ran for the House, so you don't get a run for the Senate. You get one term at 6 and one term at 6 if that's what you want to do. You can choose not to. Not if you're elected. Obviously, we still keep the elections. And then, there never, ever, ever should be any positions in our government that are appointed and make law, make policy. The Supreme Court decides policy, decides if something is constitutional or not. That is their function. Okay? So if we are appointing those people and then having the confirmation serves as election because technically your representative in the Senate that confirms them is supposed to be acting on your behalf. So it works, right? I understand it takes a lot to become a judge. I say you get appointed for 10 years. Once that's over, you can never be on the Supreme Court again. You can go back to being a federal judge somewhere else or go back and practice law somewhere else, whatever, but you cannot be on the Supreme Court ever again. And there should be an age limit on that too, because in this day and age, our world is rapidly changing all the time because of the advance of technology. We are able to do things that we weren't able to do even 10 years ago nowadays, right? So we need people who understand that, who didn't grow up 70 years ago on the Supreme Court. So I think if you are 65 or older, you can't be appointed to the Supreme Court. Just because you get a 75-year-old guy on the Supreme Court that's never used a cell phone before, now he's expected to make laws about the internet? That doesn't make sense. Our judges have at least a basic understanding of how these technologies work so that they can make informed decisions about how things are constitutional. Now, what a 10-year term would do, that you could still politicize the Supreme Court, but it's only in little 10-year increments. There's always people changing out. It's a rotating door. So it's going to make it harder for you to control the Supreme Court forever. Because depending on who's the president, depends on what you're going to get. And then 10 years later, who knows what's going to happen. But if I appoint a 45-year-old, 50-year-old man to the Supreme Court today, and he lives another 30 years, and I know he's got my politics in mind, I've just fucked with our system. I've just made the Supreme Court not an arbiter of the Constitution. I've now made them a weapon against the Constitution, or for the Constitution, depending on the side they're on. I personally think that, now if you want to talk constitutional, I will tell you this. Ooh, not campaign, multiplayer. I personally think this. All politicians are bad. Anybody who gets into politics to make it a career, all they want is wealth, power, whatever you want to call it. Right? That's bad. Politicians are bad. And that's just what it is. You're like, well, what about Trump? Well, I'm going to give you a little insight. Trump was in politics for 4 years. But yet, everything that's wrong with America is his fault. You notice that? Even to this day, he's not even in office anymore. But yet, somehow, the migrant crisis is his fault. Though we had the safest and securest border under Trump that we've ever had. But yet, the migrant crisis is his fault. I'm not trying to defend a man. I'm trying to speak common sense. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You know what else doesn't make sense? You spent 5+ years trying to dig up dirt on this man. Trying to get him in trouble. Trying to arrest him. Trying to get him impeached. Saying he's a traitor and all this stuff. And every single one falls through. Every single one fell through and was not to be a sham. At this point, common sense would dictate he's one of the cleanest presidents we've ever had. Right? I don't care whether you support Trump or not, because guess what? I have half a mind. This is probably about to blow people's minds with a major conspiracy theory. What if he is one of them? Right? And what if it was his job to play this role to have a boogeyman so they could sow the division they needed to take over? What if Trump is one of them? And he's just supposed to be sacrificed. His role was to be sacrificed as a Republican to create this division. Scary thought, right? I mean, it sounds like the plot of a Hollywood movie or some crazy spy thriller novel. But it's not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, people are getting Epstein left and right now. It's not outside the realm of possibility. Anyways, that's what I think. We're going to take a short break. And then we're going to get into some Call of Duty, obviously. So, we will be back shortly.